Yo, this guy goes, I just really like you. And I go, okay, what do you like about me? And he goes, I just think we look really good together. What was I made for? I am living in the Barbie movie, officially.
Hi, I am a young,
Liar!
beautiful
Liar!
American woman. If you have a passport with any of the following countries, Canada, the UK, Ireland, France, Germany,
10 years later.
Argentina, South Africa, or the Philippines, or basically anywhere that I won't get shot on sight for being a lesbian, do you want to get married?
No! No, 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 no.
I need someone that has a non-American passport that wants to get married, hopefully between now and January. Sorry if this is coming off kind of weird. I'm in a really bad dissociative haze right now, and I have a feeling that we're all gonna have to flee the country.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. But well, what do we have here? Hey baby doll, what are you doing in a place like this? A misogynist channel like this? Well, of course, gentlemen, a woman with these looks will have like 95% of men that are single. So it really begs the question, why is she single? You know, we're not talking about the next Mother Teresa. No, we're talking about just be a decent, pleasant human, and you could have up to 95% of men. But of course, her attitude is terrible. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to another young and beautiful woman. Personally, I don't know which one is more beautiful, guys. You need to help me out with this. Which of these two women do you find more young and beautiful? Let me know down in the comments. But now, let's check her out. Then we'll move on to our article stories after the TikToks.
Hi, I am a young, beautiful American woman. If you have a passport with any of the following countries, Canada, the UK, Ireland, France, Germany, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Taiwan, Spain, Portugal, Greece, the Netherlands, Austria, Czech Republic, Brazil, Mexico, Iceland, Belgium, Argentina, South Africa, or the Philippines, or basically anywhere that I won't get shot on sight for being a lesbian, do you want to get married? I need someone that has a non-American passport that wants to get married, hopefully between now and January. Sorry if this is coming off kind of weird. I'm in a really bad dissociative haze right now, and I have a feeling that we're all gonna have to flee the country. Benefits of marrying me, besides the fact that I get a green card. Like I said before, I am beautiful, I'm an amazing cook, I'm extremely funny when I'm not in a dissociative haze over the fall of the American Empire. I mean, like, I wanted the fall of the American Empire, but not like this. This isn't what I wanted. Beautiful, can cook, well-read, I'm a voracious reader, actually, and I can carry a tune. If you want me to dance on the piano while you play piano, I can dance in a very vaudevillian manner. I'm also great with dogs. I could probably learn how to change a diaper, and I can guard him when I don't have nails on. Thank you so much. This was my audition to be your future wife in a country that is not America, and that's it.
Well, any takers, gentlemen? Couldn't help but notice you mentioned the word beautiful 3 times. I can't give my opinion on that on YouTube, alright? So if you want my opinion on that and similar topics, you'd have to subscribe to my Patreon, where we have posted our 3rd Wall Ceremony Awards. I had to do it, gentlemen, here abroad. Someone had to do it, alright? Someone had to do it, so I cancelled her. She's busted. And she won the 3rd ceremony award. So if you want to see that video and many, many more, you can subscribe to Patreon. But now, the advertisement is done. Let's move on to our 3rd TikTok.
Imagine you're going on a first date with someone, you have dinner with them, midway through the dinner, you go to the bathroom, and then you come back and the date's great, you know, everything runs smoothly, and then you get home, you scroll through TikTok, and you find out that your date made a Yelp review of you on TikTok while you were in the bathroom. Like a product. So far, the dinner's going smoothly, a few red flags here and there, and we don't have that strong of a connection, but I'm having a good time, and I'm gonna stick it out. You are the red flag for filming and doing a live review of a person as if they're a Temu product.
Sorry guys, but I have to say it again. Well. it turns out it's not pleasant to go on a date and then have the other person talk about it on TikTok. Right? Now, this is something that a man did once, apparently. No, she didn't like it. I'm not a Yelp product. Well, what about the thousands of women who do this constantly, and they talk about like their roster of 7 people, like their products on TikTok for other single cat ladies? Not pleasant, eh? I love how women, guys, when they get a taste of their own medicine, they hate it. Always, they hate it. 10 out of 10 times. So they can't stand themselves, these women. They can't stand themselves, not even the idea of themselves, yet they still want to be wifed out. Go to hell. Now, gentlemen, let's move on to another one, sharing her experience.
I was talking to a guy on Bumble yesterday who's 43 years old. Before we even started planning a date, he made a couple of sexual innuendos. Specifically, one of them said, well, if you want to have kids, we should start pretty soon, meaning tonight, with a winky face. To which I responded, haha, slow down. And then when he asked me on a date, he picked a place that was walking distance from him, but it would take me a 15-minute drive to get to. He told me, okay, let's meet at this time. And I was like, wait, are you not going to offer to pick me up? To which he responded, oh, I'm actually in between jobs. I just had to sell my car, so unfortunately I won't be able to pick you up. My response was, oh, well then maybe you're not ready to date. Maybe now is not a good time. And he said, oh, actually no problem. Like, I can get you a taxi if you don't have a car. To which I responded saying, great, that'd be great. And then he had the nerve to tell me, by the way, I'm not that kind of guy who's a giver in relationships. I will only give to my kids and my wife. To which I responded, okay.
Oh, so the nerve to say that he takes a rational approach and doesn't want to be spending hundreds upon thousands of dollars on people that are for the streets. The nerve, guys. The nerve to not pay for my each and every demand.
Okay. And then he kept on going, if you're looking for a sugar daddy, I'm not the one for you. And I said, what makes you think I'm looking for a sugar daddy? To which he responded, well, you don't really seem like one of those typical Dubai girls, like you were raised in Canada. So that's a huge reason why I actually swiped on you. And then I immediately unmatched without saying anything. The next time you're afraid to ask a man for something, even as something little to pick you up for a date, just remember, when was the last time a man was afraid to ask you for sex? He asked me twice, but God forbid I asked him to pick me up. Then I'm a gold digger, I'm one of those typical Dubai girls, which I find so offensive, and I'm just looking for somebody to provide for me.
Well, I mean, you don't want to have S3X because, as you often say, I'm not your wife. So he's not your husband. Why should he pay for a stranger? You know, you wouldn't pay for him if the tables were not the tables. If the positions were switched, you wouldn't pay for him. You know, to go with a Uber or something. Why does he have to pay for you? I mean, let's face it, gentlemen. These women, if they want to take this old-fashioned approach of I'm not spreading my legs until we are married, I'm absolutely fine with that personally. You know, but then we have to do a background check and see if you have done that previously. Because if you've previously slept with multiple people, yet you're not willing to do it with me because, quote unquote, I'm not your wife, I'll show you the shortest path to hell. All right. But talking about that, gentlemen, case in point, let's move on to our article story titled, Why Would a Girl Be Willing to Sleep with a Random Person But Make Me Wait? Now, that's a good question. We've been casually dating for about a month. We're not together, but we see each other pretty much every day. Texts me all day, every day. We've talked about having S3X at some point in the future, and she said she wanted to be sure before just jumping into it, but then recently, she told me she hooked up with a random guy. I don't understand why she would do this. I'm trying to do it right and get to know her. I actually like her as a person and enjoy our conversations. She's always there for me if I need her. This is something that gets mentioned a lot. Oh, she's always there for me. Always, always. No, she's currently there for you because you are convenient to her. Next thing in the morning, if her emotions switch, she's not gonna be there for you, my brother. Just because for a period of a few weeks or months, she's been there and is really attached to you or something doesn't mean that that cannot change in a day. All right, she buys me gifts and will stop by randomly and take me out to lunch. So she seems like she's very interested. But then she just hooked up with some random guy she met and tells me she's not ready to with me. What a loser. This makes me feel really bad. Oh, does it? And I feel like obviously I'm just wasting time with her, but I don't know exactly, but I don't exactly have a whole lot of options. This is terrible. So of course she makes him wait because, oh, I want to take the slow approach. You really value me, you will wait. But then she's getting smashed by these other guys who are random. They're just a stranger. Just an attractive stranger she met somewhere, and she spread her legs like a dirty 304, like a street worker getting spanked by this other guy. Meanwhile, this one is at home, rubbing his hands nervously like, oh, does she like me? What a loser. Guys, even if you don't have options, never settle for this. It's terrible. Why would you want to settle for this? Absolutely horrific. Now let's move on to another one. My ex-boyfriend might become famous. Help. Broken heart emoji. I'm 31 female, heartbroken by my ex, 40-year-old male, who is trying to become a famous rock star. He is a very talented pianist and guitarist, yeah. Before I met him, I would make singing videos, and I also had a dream to work in music. He had dreams of becoming a rock star, and I always supported his goals and vision. I would help him record videos and take pictures to promote himself. I loved this man so much, more than I loved myself. I wanted a future with him, but now that he's getting attention and becoming successful, he wants me out of his life. He wants to date multiple women and sleep around. I can't change his mind. My life is falling apart and his is coming together. It's not fair. I'm a mess. I'm broken inside, and he's doing all the things that we talked about without me. How the F do I move on from this? I'll never get to live the life that I wanted with him, and he's going to have it all. We have a heartbreaking story right here, gentlemen. Now, of course, this man is a D. This is terrible. He had a woman that apparently cared a lot about him and will do anything about him, and he chose the superficial, hedonistic life now that he has a chance to. Absolutely terrible, of course. I stand with her. And just to tell her, this is not, she ends by saying, he's going to have it all. No, he already had all, which is you. And he built his life with you. And now he exchanged you for nothing. He exchanged you for air. Nothing meaningful, devoid of meaning. He's going to end up alone, all right? He's going to have his fun with a few street ladies, and he's going to pass away alone, sad and miserable. And he'll never build something that actually holds any value. So, no, he doesn't have it all. But my question is, gentlemen, how is this story any different from the modern dating scene? Women are the ones who start up already like this guy, right? They already start life as rock stars, meaning that they already start with success, you know, and attention. A woman by default already has a lot of people interested in her, fame, a lot of friends, even though they might not be real, at least they're there, a lot of dating options. Women have it all. You know, to be honest, guys, especially nowadays with the internet, women have on their socials, like an average woman may have more followers than rock stars did in the past. It's crazy. Have you checked these women and how many people follow them? It's insane. So that's how women start. And what do they do with all that power? Well, usually they do exactly this. Date multiple people and sleep around, right? And we men, we are the ones who are in the position of this woman. We are there, we're wanting to build, we're wanting to have a life together, we're willing to... I'm going to switch to the gameplay so you can have something to look at. We're willing to build with these women, do all these things with them, and instead they choose the hedonistic life just because they have the power to, the ability to, you know? So how is it any different? This woman feels terrible that this man dumped her and chose this path. Well, ask us how we feel when 9 out of 10 women choose that path. And my question is, gentlemen, Do you think that this woman would accept to be with a man if he comes after 20 years, right? He's currently 40. Imagine he sleeps around with all those 304s and follows this superficial hedonistic lifestyle for 20 more years, and at 60 years of age, this man pops out and says, you know what? I've learned from my mistakes. Now I know what I want. So wife me up and provide and pay my bills. Do you honestly think she would consider that? She will just laugh in his face, man. What are you talking about? Well, again, gentlemen, it's exactly the same with women. And they are in their 20s and they are attractive and they have attention and they have all these options. They have the power to choose, and they choose to be 304s. They go to the streets, spend 20 years there, sleeping around, hooking up, getting their cheeks clapped by whole society. And then at age 40, they show up and say, you know what, now I'm ready. Now you can wife me up and put a ring on that finger. It's absolutely disgusting, man. Get out of here. I like to show you that. Excuse me. I like to show you that article, gentlemen, because if you check on the comments on the Reddit article, everybody is agreeing with this woman. Oh, get rid of that man. Never take him back. He's a loser. You are the one winning. Bullet dodged, etc. But when we men say it, we are somehow misogynist because we wouldn't take a woman like that. Get out of here, man. But gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for making Ampus Day better. I hope this video entertained you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And you can also check my Patreon. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.